The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And a huge play that time. 58 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays,
and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
3-19.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And it's up and good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Now Jones throwing on first down and going deep. And this is taken in at the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
They went for the haymaker there, didn't they? A big shot towards the end zone, and they came up with the catch, but they were tackled short of the goal line. The defense escaped with a big one there. Now they've got to try and hold him to a field goal attempt.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rudolph on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Yannick. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From the red zone now, Rudolph. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Jones to throw again. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And what a big-time play there. 63 yards. Jones now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Cardale Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And he'll bang that one through. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around. Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you? You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps. I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Here we go now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Rudolph looking to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense has come up with it. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic, but downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit!
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go.
Rudolph now to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken.